As you guys have known, we've been doing something what we've considered, I don't know, top secret project for quite some time. It's finally all come together, the stars have aligned per se, if you want to say it. And we have merged, I guess you could say, more or less, with a great company, Beauty Elite Group, Scruples we talked about, now became Scruples Holdings Inc.
Yes.
And then there are company subsidiary underneath
Yes.
it. You have Scruples, and then you have BlowPro professional hair products too as well that's here. Today, we are here with BlowPro, which is an amazing line. I have come to find out a lot about it. And what makes it amazing in my eyes is, yes, the products already, as you can see, they're awesome. They speak for themselves. And I've done my research on this company and say, okay, well, where are they at? Because you know me, I love everything from regular to high end. And I've seen them in high end areas, and I love that. That excites me. And then I got to go beyond that and meet the people involved. The owner to Basm, and I can let Hamid briefly speak more about that, to meeting Hamid, who's the Vice President of Sales for BlowPro, and then to meeting Michael Schuester, who is like your lead artist for BlowPro, guru, technical, everything.
Doing good.
Yeah, just absolutely everything. Amazing everything for BlowPro. Michael, he's awesome.
He's above average anyhow.
Above average. You know, not the best, but the best we could do. But you know. No, guys, I love these guys. These guys are awesome. We plan on doing a lot of special things with you all this year. This is going to be a unique line that really allows you to go out and attack the market. And we chose Salon Center, and Salon Center chose us because we felt it was a great fit to really overcome and take Florida and all the other areas in the Southeast. And that's my goal. My goal is to have BlowPro the #1 growing location in the Southeast. Okay, that's my goal. I don't want the Midwest. I don't want California. I don't want the Northeast. Even though I know you're Northeast.
Okay.
Well, I want to kick the Northeast, but I want the Southeast to be #1, you know, and that's what's going to help. Is Hamid's going to help, and Michael's going to be a huge part of it too as well. So I'm not going to talk so much today. I'm going to let these guys talk really quick. I'm going to introduce first, just for a couple words, Michael's okay, is Hamid, Vice President of BlowPro. Go ahead.
No,
Okay, now moving on to Michael.
Much.
Michael, come on up here.
I promised Pete not to talk too much. I just want to say thank you. Mr. Basim sends his regard for all of you and appreciate you are here for support. This is one of his babies because he has few babies actually. So he really looking up to you guys, what you do, and he's happy to be in this house, Pete and Steve, and I don't know them so much, but I hear from everybody they're wonderful people. And we are here to present you what we have, and I hope you're going to look into it seriously. This is a great line, and it's a concept. It's not a shampoo line. Basically, if you look at it as a concept, you sell it good and you do good, and then shampoo sales follows.
What I want to do is give you a little preview of the brand and what it is. And then we're going to open up our folders and we're going to look at the brochures and we're going to go through a little PK class. Does anybody know what PK means? Wow.
Penalty kick.
Penalty kick.
Got the same thing.
That's the first beat. That's good. And after we go through the ins and outs of the product knowledge, I want to dive into some tools of what we have to offer, and then I'm going to open it up for question and answers. Now, I'm on a time crunch because Pete wants to get here at 12. If you have a question, perhaps you could write it down in your little notebooks, and let's relive that question at the end of the presentation. Is that cool? Yesterday we had like a smaller crowd, so it was a little easier to go back and forth. Today, I mean, this is like the best of the best, I was told, right? And I want to make sure we get this presentation done as quickly and easily as possible. So, how many of you have heard of BlowPro? Okay, good. That's awesome. Real quick, what do we know about it? Dennis.
It's a conceptual product line that focuses on blow-dry surfaces and products.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that. See, there already is a presence of it. So, basically what you see right here, if you stand back, and excuse me with my back turned, is a whole bunch of products, right? It's a little bit overwhelming if you kind of verge into it, right? But it's a conceptual line. So let's rewind time about, I don't know, 30 years ago. What was like that weekly service that everybody was getting in the salon? Shampoo and sets, right? I grew up in the salon. My mom has the salon. She's actually working today in the salon. And it was a constant perm shampoo and set house, right? And it was that weekly visit. No client went without a shampoo and set. I still, in my salon downtown Charleston, South Carolina, we still get Murray Boulevard girls getting their shampoo sets, right? So that kind of went away because the blow dryer was invented and women got empowered and started doing their own hair, right? So the funny thing is, and I'm getting to a point here, is now in my little town, my little city, I start seeing this weekly visit come back into the service menu again. But it's not called a shampoo and set. What do you think it's called? It's called a blowout, right? So it's hilarious because we charge anywhere, depending on the styles, $35 to $55 for a blowout. I'll have these college kids coming in getting a blowout on Thursday because they find an excuse to drink on Thursday. It's like Thirsty Thursday or something like that, right? Right? Then Friday comes, they dry shampoo it, couple little curls, right? They're going on to their Friday night party, Saturday, and then Sunday brunch, right? And these kids are saving like their beer money to get their hair blown out to last through the weekend. And I see my other professional clients doing it well. So the days of like the 90s, empowered women shampooing and blow drying their hair every morning is gone. People are shampooing their hair, getting it professionally blown out, and they're sustaining that with good products. So that being said, BlowPro is all about that service and all about that blowout, okay? And little side note, you know, I've taught for many different manufacturers. I even taught for Scruples at a distributor level years ago, color companies, and I'm a straight male hairdresser, right? There's a couple of us out there, right? And all of my years doing this and the stereotype behind it, I never ever thought I would be teaching for a company called BlowPro. But here we are. And we're moving on. Yes. Okay, so I'm always going to go back to Kim because Kim lives in my neighborhood, okay? So if I went to Kim and I said, Kim, I'm Michael Schuester from BlowPro, and I want you to go to the beach company, which is a real estate company in our town, and I want you to sign a lease for 5 years, and I want you to build a blowout bar, and I'm going to sponsor it. Now Kim's doing the numbers. She said, okay, shampoo's $50, $60, $70, $80,000, 5-year commitment. She says, no, Michael, you can go F yourself. I got 2 salons already, and I'm going to operate there. So that, conceptually, Dennis, what he said earlier, that's what we're all about. We're not going to tell the hairdresser salon owner, we want you to open up a blow dry bar, because demographically some areas don't warrant it. New York City, where Hamid is from, sure, population's pretty dense. But raise of hands, how many of you have gone into a salon and seen a couple of empty chairs with no stylist in it? Pretty much every salon. I'll show you 4 of them in my salon right now, right? So why don't we convince the hairstylists and would say, listen, there is this new service being offered in our industry today, and it's something that we haven't seen for about 30 years. They just renamed it. Now they're calling it a blowout, and women are looking to get a blowout. Why don't you let me take those 3 empty chairs, put a nice fancy BlowPro sponsored seat chair cover on it, and all of a sudden, Kim, Vanity Salon and Spa, now is Kim, Vanity Salon and Spa, blow dry bar, right? Didn't cost her any money, and that square footage that was not producing any money or revenue for her is now revenue producing square footage, those chairs. So, to get a little more deep into it, oh, thanks, that's
That's a nice touch.
Hey, this is Hamid's baby right there.
That's a nice touch.
But
I thought you were gonna-
normally it would look like that, right?
Baby small.
Oh, like-
Yeah. Usually the style is a little wider.
It's a little wider.
Is that the
style.
speed again?
So yesterday,
Wrap it
Hamid,
up.
Hamid pulled this out of his briefcase, kind of like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that your thong?
Oh,
I know we're in
come
Florida,
on.
No, but these are one of the concepts for the chair covers we have, just to sponsor that area of the salon so that salon owner can advertise a blow dry bar in their salon. Is everybody kind of following me here? Okay, and the reason, why would a stylist or salon owner want to offer a blowout? Anybody?
Make more money.
I like this woman. Make more money. Anything else?
Well, new additional revenue, but could bring that client in more often.
Dennis, you're a genius.
Yeah.
You act like you've been a consultant before.
He was in Manhattan.
Yeah.
but-
Right. Less trickies.
So a hairstylist can impress me by their clientele, okay? And if I go to a stylist or a salon owner and I say, listen, I want to bring new clients to your salon, I have their attention, right? If Kim comes to me for Scruples and says, Michael, I have this new blazing highlight system and I want to bring new clients to your salon with that, you have my attention, right? So real quick, and then we're gonna get on to PK. Anybody, do you get your hair cut and colored by a specific person?
Yeah,
How long have you seen that person?
2 years.
Right. what is the likelihood, say, if you went to San Diego for a vacation, that you would let somebody else color your hair or cut your hair?
As a stylist, zero.
Zero.
Yeah, zero.
I picked the right
Zero.
person for this exercise.
There you go.
What if you wanted to get your hair blown out in San Diego? Would you go to another stylist to get a blowout?
Sure.
Non-committal, right?
Yes.
If they screw it up,
I just wash it right out.
you go home and fluff it and you're good.
Mhm.
This is beautiful. I'm glad you're videotaping this. And we didn't need that before this, okay? So
It's not staged.
it's not staged. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm constantly looking to build my clientele because I'm always losing clients as a stylist. This is the message that we need to convey to the hairdresser, all right? There's 3 reasons why you're losing clients all the time. Anybody give me those 3?
They die.
They
They
die.
They can't get insurance.
Or they get
That's
lost.
actually one of them, but I usually say like move on,
Yeah, they move
or
on.
pass away. She's like, I did.
Well, wait a minute, you're with older ones. They die.
A lack of expertise, quality of the work,
They go somewhere else,
they're somewhere else.
and they move.
They move.
I think statistically, there's some type of mileage radius that they just won't come and see you. So they're moving, they're going to some of their hairdresser, or they're
A better experience.
moving up to the upper room. Yes. All right. So considering those 3 factors, we have to constantly build our clientele. And by offering a non-committal service to your salon to bring in new clientele gives, what's your name?
Jan.
Gives Jan the opportunity to be like, I know I'm blow drying your hair right now, but I can see your hair's a little one-dimensional. How about, I got an extra 45 minutes, how about a couple of foils, right? And they may say yes. But the fact of the matter is, you got a warm body in your salon that wasn't there before. Okay, that's the message that BlowPro is trying to create for the salons. Have I kind of turned the way you thought about the brand a little bit, just in the past 15 minutes? Okay, yeah. Are we still excited?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, don't get too excited on me now. Okay.
Yes.
We'll work on that excitement in me.
Little.
Do you guys want to make more money with this brand?
Yes.
Sir.
Okay, we'll work on the excitement a little more later. Around a lot, I apologize, and I'm sorry for the videotaping there. And then Rob gave me this Celsius energy drink, and I
Nice.
think I'm about to jump out of my pants. Sorry, bro. That's all right. I like
What
it.
do you think I didn't take it?
Okay. So I split the brand up in our 3 categories. I believe hairstylists especially think in 3s. I don't know why, but that's just how the marketing has worked. So what is the first category on your trifold brochure?
Cleanse and nourish.
Cleanse and nourish. What do you think this category is for?
Shampoo. Shampoo.
And condition.
Condition.
Pete, these guys are geniuses like
Yeah, I
yesterday.
told you they were sharp.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I
Okay.
remember that.
So, everybody see that segment right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this segment is the next one. What is it on your brochure? What does it say, Kim?
Prep and stuff.
Prep and stuff.
Prep and style. What is this category going to be for?
Prepping hair and stuff.
Prepping and styling your hair. It's all the product that goes on wet hair before you blow dry. Okay. And then the final one.
Finishing.
So this category would be for finishing your blowout and maybe refreshing it.
Dry hair.
Dry hair. So dry hair, wet hair, cleansing and conditioning the hair, okay? Now, this is a shampoo and conditioner, right? I'm gonna focus on a couple of things. I like to call it POD. Does anybody know what POD means? Point of difference. Come on, consultant Dennis.
We don't call it POD.
Or rather an RTB, like a reason to believe, okay? Like a proprietary type of branding. Why is our shampoos better than your shampoos, right? So, once again, we are all about the blowout and sustaining and maintaining the blowout. We want these salons to have the best, longest lasting blowout in town.